Well, hello, one and all, and welcome to the Nusa Tropical Incursion event. What an event it is, and I'm joined by the lovely Monica today as we journey towards, well, what should be a red hot drop on a hell of an event. How you going, Monica?
Hi, I am doing so wonderful. I am so excited for this. So each map or each mode that I feel like it comes out in PUBG Mobile, it gets smaller and smaller, right, Bushka? And it just
That's right.
really just consolidates all the intensity, all the action in this time on a 1 kilometer by 1 kilometer map.
That's right. I started doing these streams when I was 6'5", and I'm down to 5'11" now. PUBG Mobile keeps chopping me off at the knees, but it's for design and it's by design. We're looking at a map that is constantly geared around engagement. So it should be a hell of a fun time today. A lot of good features on this map and a lot of good prizes for these players, Monica. They're battling out for 10,000 UC apiece in the first place section. 5,000 UC apiece for second, and 2,500 for third. What's been your big takeaway? We did a little bit of a rundown yesterday on this map. What's been your big takeaway so far from the Nusa?
I think it takes elements of a lot of the different modes that we've already played before, right? Like we have the crossbow, that's kind of new, a little bit like tactical crossbow that you can have these zip lines that go across the island as well, but we still have that recall feature. This time a super recall feature, by the way, so these players still have a chance to come on by. If they go through that hot drop and get eliminated right off the bat, they still have a second chance to come down with a
Yeah.
weapon. And we just have a lot of these. I feel like PUBG Mobile takes the best parts of the previous maps and keeps putting them into these new ones. As long as and Bushka, have you used that new shotgun that has come out in
I have.
this map?
I have.
You have.
I did want to
Tell
get
us
to
about
that at some point. I haven't done a video on that yet. I'm going to, but
it. Next one.
it's a really innovative weapon. The idea that you've got two separate kinds of loadout. You've got the shotgun
Mhm.
loadout that's the good old boom boom shotgun shell, and then you've got a slug loadout, which is for accuracy. And even when you zoom in on the slug loadout, it actually slows down your reload. So it can take a lot of getting used to using the weapon because you just generally ADS in. But for all that, the players that we've got running today are certainly going to be looking to use that as a sniper. I think they should. And there's just so many new features. I do love the recall system. I think it's the
Mhm.
best recall system they've implemented because you're not reliant on your teammates to go to a tower
Yep.
or get a scarab. It's just wherever you drop, you go for it, and there's a chance to really smash and grab.
I feel like this allows the players to go even more aggressive than they already are right
Exactly.
off the bat because there's
Yeah.
nothing to lose. But you get recalled within the first 3 minutes of the match, and these matches they average about 8 minutes. Okay, so you most likely all of these players will be recalled in that first half of the match and then going
Yep.
into the end of it. And I always think it's funny when we see right off the bat, like, oh, we start at 32 players, all of a sudden it's down to 11, and then around the 2 minute mark you see that number start climbing back up as these players get
Yeah.
recalled back.
Yeah. It's pretty weird. It is weird. Oh, okay. Half the lobby's dead. No, half the lobby's back. I I really do love the fact that they've done this with the recall. So it's you land, you have a crack. You don't go well, that's fine. You can drop anywhere on the map, and there is absolutely tons of loot. So there's no real incentive to just land and not do anything. There really is. You take a central position on this. It's a lot like if you were playing Livik and you just go mid-stein, drop mid-stein, and it's such a central position. Well, fight for the middle as well on this map, and you'll probably do very well in the long run.
You can go from somewhere on the edges too. If you want to run all the way across the island, it takes only about 3 minutes, Bushka, actually. If you just run full
That's
steam
crazy.
ahead and get across, you can see the other side of it. So it's really, really a tiny map if you think of it 1 kilometer by 1 kilometer, right? And you think of a
Yeah.
wrangle that's 8 kilometer by 8 kilometer. This is 64 times smaller than a normal wrangle match. So definitely way more fast and way more action to have.
Yeah, that's a hell of a thing. It's very odd. We're about to kick off. I think they're loading up into the game. That is another thing. The lobbies seem to be very quick.
Yes, good. They're
That's all
quick
right.
and less time for them to kind of reset it. Just like, one match after another, go boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, there are very varied and new features on this map. Obviously, the crossbow is going to be the big thing, and there is
Yep.
a special reward in the scoring if you actually
Mhm.
manage to get a knock with the crossbow by setting a building on fire and burning someone inside it.
Yep. So that is an extra 10 points per player. Okay. So hypothetically, if each of your players does that on the map, that you could get an extra 40 points for your team. And then the other kind of extra incentive is if you score an elimination with the crossbow or the tactical crossbow on this map on any other player, you get 5 points. So extra incentive to use the new weapons that are available on this map.
Yeah, I think that's brilliant. Like anytime you can up the scoring just by
Hmm.
using a crossbow, I'm a big fan of the Robin Hood. I love it. Bit of crossbow work never hurt anybody. And there are a lot of new features on this map. We've got the zip lines. The crossbow can obviously repair the new zip
Yep.
lines, and that whole crossbow thing, the tactical crossbow, is going to be very interesting because not only do you have to get the crossbow, you've got to then find the right ammunition for the crossbow.
Hmm.
Um, which makes it just a touch harder. And I think we're
Yeah.
about to kick off here. Very exciting times, Monica.
All right. So how small this map is, you don't have to wait very, like a lot of people like on a Wrangle match are waiting to like the 800-meter, you're far away from where you want to go. This one, you are almost right on top of it, and then you start drumming, right? Like it's a very fast drop. We've seen before, especially in a lot of classical matches when you're playing on your own time. Lots of people really love that science center, Bushka, and a lot of people love going there right away in the map.
Central position, lots of loot, good cover, mini golf on the roof. What's not to like as we watch
Yeah.
Quan Deadshot go absolutely straight down, but he's dodging the science center. He's heading to the
Oh.
beachside suburbs over here. He looks like he's going towards the Regal Resort. He's got a room booked with an ocean view, an all-day buffet. Go Quan, love your work. And he looks to be dropping solo there. No one else with the squad.
Yeah.
WPGN.
Over here, we're in the Telepac Resort area, right? The city. This is where we have those 7-stack apartment buildings. We have Shredder actually leading the way, fellow Aussie to Bushka. Tommy Gun looking to get the last shots
Look
onto
at
the
that
front.
pre-fire in the
Shout out
science
to
center.
Aziz. Oh no, it's all gone wrong.
It's all gone very, very wrong there for Shreds and the team. That is team number, is that 6? No, it's team number 2. Shredder,
Oh,
Emran, and I think they've been done up at the science center. Or is there a return of fire? Bunny Senpai. In, no, Bunny Senpai is now down. Jeez, it's pretty
not
brutal
the
up at
same.
science center. Look at that
Um,
corgi. Hello.
more
Hello, dog.
so this is the science center. This is where we wanted to see it, right? It's very much like the school on Wrangle, right? It's just angles, open all over the place, staircases. Luna, so we have two
Oh,
players in this lobby that I really want to watch. It's gonna be Luna and Fate, who did win it last time around. And we see that elevator, Bushka,
it's
only
very,
available on
very
those
good.
7-floor apartment buildings.
Oh, well, there you've just Luna has just gone in and found an amigo lying on the floor of the science center and said,
Yes.
that's not protocol. Get up." Look at that helmet. That helmet's just like a pulsating brain thing. I love it. Absolutely gorgeous bit of work there. Mummy helmet. Wonderful look there for Yahiko Gaming YouTube. Well done, amigo. Toxic
Yeah,
DL.
clearly all the people in this lobby, they're playing for that 10,000 UC for each teammate on the first place team, and then 5,200, 500, or 2,500 for the third place team too. Clearly they love UC. They love to spend it, and they love to get those in-game cosmetics
Now,
that
Monica,
PUBG
I
is
think
about.
up at Regal Resort, Shredder's team
Yes.
has dropped in at Regal Resort, team number
Oh.
2, and they're looking for an easy loot. And they've found that Regal Resort already has team number 7, Brazen Rovers mob,
Oh
up
no.
there at Regal Resort, team number 2 and team number 7, I believe. You can see it's popping up in the kill feed. Brazen Rover taking out Shredder. Come on, you Aussie big dog. Work harder. Dan Fiji, VIP, just chilling. Doing a little bit of
Okay,
work,
so
jumping.
as you called it, we do have Notlet, who is on Shredder's team, does get the knock on to Brazen. So at least a one in their favor this time. But there they are, still down in the Telepac area. And we
Yep.
see this is where you can take the elevators all the way up to the top floor. And Killshot is going to be the VIP on this team in the distance.
Yeah, kill shot. There's a lot of good work going in here. I'm very, very excited about this urban area. I'd love to see
Mhm.
a circle eventually get down here to Telepac Town. Um, it's not how you pronounce it, but anyway, it's
Yeah, that's
it's
okay.
uh, it's a good joint. And it's still inside the circle. I've not actually ever seen a circle down here, and this is a really densely
Mhm.
uh, it's an urban area. It would be really interesting to see a gunfight through one of these buildings at the end of the game.
There are quite a few zip lines, but that connect these buildings. You can see them in the distance right over there to the left as you go. They're able to get, real fast over it, but they're very easily broken down. Here we do see Mr. Flip just none the wiser. Oh, he actually launched himself off
Oh
the
my god.
rooftop, almost
Flipper has an
almost
issue
knocked
with
himself out.
self-belief. He really thinks he's been watching, too much television, too many Flipper commercials. He believes he's a superhero. You just went straight down. What was he doing?
I don't know what he was doing, but Brazen Roven and his team are needed to defend against. Looks like Shredder's team pushing on up. Not like this time trying to clutch up, but looks
Oh
like
no, and that's the end of
not
it.
quite enough. So we actually have our first team eliminated, Bushka.
Yeah, and I feel really bad for Shred because they dropped Science Center,
Me
did
too.
good work, got a couple of knocks, couple of eliminations, and then they thought, well, we've done the hard yards. We're going to have a rest up at the Regal Resort in the north section of the map, and there was someone already there looting. That is Brazen Rover's team, and it's Brazen Rover coming away the victor in that competition. And he's running the DBS,
Yeah,
and
I
there's a
think
lot of
I think
shotgun options on this map.
looks
Wow.
like though hopping over to this is going to be mid island more so this time around team 4 against team number 8. So we have team A. Looks like there's one person kind of off in the distance just cleaning up a
Yep.
couple of these limbs, but this time around
Yeah.
switching back over to telepack team 6 and team 5 coming closer to Mr.
That
Flip's
is
team.
X Fate getting knocked out there. I don't know if they
Oh,
are
of course.
actually done and dusted. That's a tough gig. You've called it, Monica. They are done.
Okay, elevator. These make for great camping locations, Bushka, because you can just kind of sit in the elevator. No one's, none the wiser, and you open it up, and there you just lay down the spraying into the elevator
This-
or coming out of it, and you never
I
know.
just don't like that feeling like you're stuck in an elevator, and if someone figures out you're there, it's such a bad place to be. You
Wait,
can
but can
do
you fit your
anything.
entire squad in the elevator? Probably,
Oh God,
right?
I want to see it. I want to see it. Oh please, I want to see it. Oh, look at this. A little bit of back and forth on the
Oh,
top here
oh, that was a smoke.
as we see Yahiko Gaming. Was that intentional? Oh, that one was intentional.
Yeah, that was
Something just came in
intentional.
right through the window. Yahiko needs to get out of there. That is not a safe space.
That is the opposite of a safe spot. So so you come down to the 6th floor. I think this is the highest level building, right? 7 floors for you to climb up to in any building on any map in PUBG Mobile. And right now these two teams are neck to neck right next to each other.
This is amazing. This is such great. Like seeing this new feature, like having a lift in the game has really, really opened this up. Gary on top.
Oh my god. All right, so team 6 is
T-Mag's
still
YouTube, a
up
little bit
top.
isolated over there, Monica. You can see he's on another level on another building.
Yeah, so they have the kind of boardwalks between the buildings, so it's very easy to cross from one to the other. You don't need to come up onto the ground floor to see them. So they're right now on top of Mr. Flip, Bella, Killshot, all of them. So I mean, they're about a floor or two below them.
Here comes Flipper. God, he makes me happy.
Oh, don't hit
Look
the
at him.
girl.
He's got so, no, he's missed it
Great.
completely. It's gone up the stairs. We expect nothing less from the Flipmeister General. He's got the crossbow, though. He's ready for action. The kid just oozes content.
So Flip is going for that extra 5 points, right? If you're getting an elimination
Oh, yeah.
with that crossbow, you get extra 5 points for your team.
Oh, look at him. Crossbow and a dream and a UMP in the other hand with he's just the ultimate meta. Flip is the meta. 7 foot tall, bulletproof with an angry glint in his eye. They call him the meta. He jumps off buildings. He hits with crossbows, and look at that outfit. I mean, it's glorious.
Hey, every single time we do these kind of events, Bushka, Mr. Flip's team, and Bella, they always do something really unexpected, right? The last time around, they just crash in a building, full send, rotate, and they die
Yeah.
a few seconds later.
I was going to say, it's
I have high
unexpected,
hopes for them,
but it's
though.
not always so great. It's unexpected, but it's not always the best idea. But still, it's a fun idea.
Mm-hmm.
That's the best part about it. WPGN. What a stalwart performer. Love his outfit. So much gear, so much bling on display here today.
Very eye-catching. Very can definitely see it. M4 two times in hand. Yahiko, I mean, he's still staying up here, right? He's still kind of
To
the
the scrim.
last line
Here
of
we go.
defense for the rest
Danger
of the
green.
team.
True, true. He's holding him off. He's got big shoulders, that kid. Does a lot of, never skips leg day. As we move up, this is squad number 7, Alabama James. On the push, on the pump here. Squad number 1 just above. I'd much rather be squad number 1. And there is squad number 3 also, I believe, they may be taking a third-party position. Squad number 3 holding that center, science center. We did talk about that pre-match as, oh, here we go, Monica. Talk me through this one. Everyone's just hiding.
I mean, this is the tropics, right? This island, very
Yeah.
reminiscent of Sandhawk, very tiny in its
What is
third-party
Brazen Rover
central,
doing?
right? I don't know
Brazen
what he's
Rover was
doing.
just,
Brazen
he was
Roven
just
doing
duck,
Brazen Roven things, right? Like
he was
every
just
single
duck
time.
walking down the hill. I don't know how he
Okay.
was doing. That
Oh,
looked
let's see
amazing.
the zip line.
Whoa!
Yes.
This is fantastic.
So remember, so
Wow.
great that he got across that fast, and I like how they're going one by one because it is very easy to break apart, right? Like it's
But they
easy,
broke
and
it.
then you're
They broke it.
yeah,
How do they
broke
repair
it.
this? Is this the crossbow?
Well, yeah, you have to use a crossbow, and it takes some time, right? Like you have to stand in the open while this team Yahiko is shooting at you to prevent you from fixing the zip line. Oh, I think he got it.
Gary
Yeah,
is
there it is.
repairing.
There
He's
it is.
repaired it.
Oh, I like this. Smoking one edge of the zip line to get across.
Can he actually get the line broken as he's going across? That would be fantastic to watch.
That was great.
So it's not going to be a Telepack Town final circle. We did talk about Science Center being the middle. Brazen Rovers withdrawn from that engagement with squad number 1. Squad number 3 still sitting pretty, and this is going to be probably the toughest rotation. Squad number 6 is going to be rotating in through, and they're actually going to run up against Brazen Rovers. So we can see hit squad number 4. That's Daria just getting a whole bunch. 17 kills there for squad number 6. Here we are.
All right, Mr. Flip. Okay, once again, everyone rotating in one vehicle, Bushka. They're very much on brand.
I don't like it. I don't like it.
He's like, I don't want
like
this for a
it, but it
third
makes
time in a row.
sense.
It's gonna happen again. But
Oh, Brazen
it's
Rover,
slowly
what's happened?
coming
It's
in.
all it's all gone.
Yeah, it's, it looks like we've lost our second team of the map so far. But Team 6, they still are all kind of behind here.
Mr.
Oh,
Flip.
there he is.
All
there
in
he
the
is.
one
Oh, no!
thing. Yeah. Just what are you doing?
I mean,
Get out of the car. Look, the map's as big as a swimming pool. Just get out of the car and use your feet, you lazy grubs. Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
So they made it through with 2 players, right? Better than all 4 blowing up, I guess, in the monster truck. But Daria, unfortunately, has lost 3 of their his or her teammates. So last player left alive from his team.
Yeah, Daria is in a world of hurt too because Daria is locked in down the bottom with Pacific, and this is Daria can't rotate to the west here. Has to take a rotation a long way around, and that's going to mean they're coming in through. Well, this isn't such a bad thing because the south side of the map is pretty open right now.
It is. He's over by the kind of the resorts over there. No one knows he's over here, right? Like he could. Yep.
Oh,
okay, now they know he's over here.
Clutch. Well, this is a tough. That's the flush. There we go. Absolutely.
I mean, great because this player is at 4. Am I reading that right? 4 eliminations so far. Darcia really coming in clutch for his team. Team number 6 though in a world of hurt, downhill from team number 1. 6 scope though, trying to flush him out on that eastern side as the circle continues to close on up.
Yeah, and Mr. Flip is still up the top there, just doing great things. Quan Deadshot exiting that one. And squad number 3, I believe, is still just holding Science Center. We talked about it pre-match. It was the place to be. Look at Flipper. Okay. Run, Flipper. Run.
You know, having a cross, he's really just holding on for that. I need that 5 points here. If we've lost half our team, and I still need to hold on to it to the very, very end to at least get those points. But it's really nice to have that extra point incentives besides just your placement and your eliminations in a match.
Luna is absolutely all over it in the middle of Science Center. The circle has come middle map again as predicted. by yours truly. And squad number 3 are looking every inch the red hot odds on favorite. Running with the wind behind them downhill in the second half as Flipper makes a desperate bid for freedom. Oh, gets away with
Wow.
one there.
They really roll down that hill to avoid the shots from Luna. Toxic though throws a grenade right inside, and we see all the action erupting from across the map. Flip though, he's got one tree to call home, and he might be pretty stuck. Good job getting back with a
Big
headshot.
tough time. Yahiko, how much do you love the Flipper? Do you love him as much as we love him? Oh, you do. Go for it, Yahiko.
Oh.
Be the change you want to see in the world. Oh, Luna, so clutch. Oh, gets away with it. Oh, my goodness. Oh, here comes the blue. No, here comes the blue. This is a bad time to be.
The blue zone doesn't
on
do that much
stage.
damage though on this map, just because of how like early it is. I mean, it is doing damage,
True,
but it's not as
true.
like debilitating as in the late games.
Flip
of
doesn't
a
have
more classic
band-aids,
map.
though. Oh, Flip had the crossbow out. I think he's
Then
going
they're
down
kind
again.
of SOL.
Yep. Flip had the crossbow out, no band-aids in hand.
Oh
You know
no.
what? That's the aggression, Monica. You got to love someone that's just comes in the blue with 10 hit points and immediately pulls out a crossbow. Why
I
wouldn't you?
do
Why wouldn't you
I
love
do
him?
appreciate team number 3, Luna and Yano, like really spreading out, having the different angles on this rock, and really giving team number 5, Yahiko and Flip, no room to breathe at all. And now they've wiped them all out. They're 9 eliminations
Yep.
found so far, and they're the only team in the central circle.
Yeah, you've got to say this was the play from the get-go. If I was the other squads and I was looking at this early form, I would 100% be dropping on their heads at Science Center.
Isn't it Darcia? Or Dacia?
No, it's Pacific. It's the member of the squad that Daria
Oh.
actually didn't eliminate on the
Yes.
rotation.
Yes.
So, and I would just be lying under that rock and not moving. Like, just stay alive for as long as you can.
I mean,
Here we go.
clearly it's a full squad, right, that he's against. He heard all the shots before. I think he's giving away his footsteps now. I'm pretty sure they know
Yeah.
the solo's below them.
Oh,
Yep,
yeah,
there
yeah.
it is.
Yep. Well,
It
I
was
mean,
well fought.
second place finish, tough rotations. I mean, the squad itself did well. Luna with 6 eliminations, really cleaning up there at the early pace. You picked it, Monica. You absolutely picked the ones to watch.
I like Luna. I was gonna say definitely one to watch because she is a female professional player in Europe. Okay, she played in PMPL last split in many different seasons. Right, she's definitely one to watch. And then Fate, who did win the last event that we did together, Bushka. Him also professional player in North America, as we all know. But both of these two teams really strong, and I want to see them continue to do well, and all the other teams as well in the next matches to come.
I think that was a great starting point, a really good starting point. I enjoyed that match. There was a lot of expected outcomes, but we did get to see a little bit of that Telepack Town gunfighting and gunslinging, some of the zipline work. We saw Flipper desperately trying to get off a crossbow shot. Good rotations, good solid gameplay in the middle. Where do you see this going from here in terms of the tactics of the rest of the teams? Not so much Luna's squad.
I really want to see a team utilize that burning a building down to get that 10 extra points. Really, I think that can only really happen in Flametown, right in the center of the map with those wooden huts.
Yeah.
So you can burn it all down and or shoot somebody with a flaming bolt from crossbow, and they get damaged like they're on fire with a Molotov.
Yep, excellent stuff. Now, are we going to be going with a highlight here? Or Here we go. This is Daria. This is this wonderful rotation we saw. That's an absolutely filthy quick knock and then thirst. There was no... The thing I love about that is that was a tough rotation to make, and having the presence of mind to just wait it out and see how things went rather than just desperately running in was a very heads-up, level-headed play. This is going to be interesting, Monica. I'd love to see everyone jump on top of the Science Center. You've got nothing to lose here. And you are so much better off holding that middle ground than letting a squad that is already strong. You can't win this if you keep giving squad number 3 middle map. I don't think.
Yeah, definitely. Just it just seems just because there's so much water surrounding the island. It seems like the circle always kind of comes back into that central position, like you said. So definitely Luna. I think their team they went Science Center. Did they even get recalled? I don't remember, but they just stayed there the entire time and held that high
They
ground
really did.
positioning, and they just were able to get 10 eliminations out of that match.
Yeah, 100%. And we've got a very quick lobby here. We love it. Well, not so much. Sorry. Not such a quick lobby at the moment. We'll be back in just about a minute. We'll be dropping them off. I think that we haven't seen the shipyard area yet, and I have done a little bit of gameplay up there. There are some very interesting sections of the shipyard map. I'd love to see a north circle. And with the super recoil too, that's a great place to drop back in. There is so much loot up in that north section of the map. And the NS2000, we haven't seen much use of that as well. We've seen people running the DBS, no one really working for those long range sniper shots, which the
Mhm.
NS2000, the brand new slug shotgun, can bring. And we haven't seen anyone driving the quad yet. And I'd love to see
Yes.
Flipper take a little trip in the quad.
Well, you can only fit 2 players, so unfortunately, we won't see Flip's team making a full team send in a quad. Maybe 2 quads, Bushka, but definitely that vehicle is really great for this map because it's really hard to flip that one over, right? All the, like, terrain, all the uphill and everything, it's pretty hard to land on your side, so you can make some really quick, easy rotations with it.
Yeah, you got to love a little bit of quad work. It's a fun car to run, fun vehicle to run. We're about to find out the flight path now and see where our VIPs, our Nusa amigos, go and drop. Now we're east side. We're going back through Telepac Town. This is going to take us pretty
Oh.
much directly over Science Center. Let's see how Shredder and Co, who did drop middle map last time, funnel this one down. Here we go.
So they can okay, so Shredder, he's just going straight down this time. I think that they're going over to the Sunset, Boulevard over in that southwestern side. Oh no, he's actually going
No,
towards the Science
everyone's
Center.
going
Okay.
Science Center. We've got 3 squads
Everybody is
Science
going
Center,
this time. Okay, so
maybe
we're on
4.
top of the golf. Great amount of loot
Oh
to be
god,
had, but Shredder, he quickly
not where
gets down to the
Shredder
first
was.
floor. Oh
Not
no.
where Shredder was. Shredder landed where there was no loot.
No loot
Oh,
at
the
all.
carnage, the absolute carnage. WPGN just taking another leaf out of the book and hitting the road there. Would love to see Science Center. It's where things are going absolutely berserk right now. Emran in squad number 2, desperately hunting for gear. Is there an extended mag on that? No, there's not. That's a vector with that. Oh, he's got one? Yes, he is. Very happy days.
Okay, WPGN. So he's down here over the what is Buchan Bay over here, and it's really great loot down below. However, it's huge kind of cliff sides, hillsides, like overshadowing on both sides. It's really easy to get stuck down here, and team number 7, they might not be able to disengage out of this position on the map.
Yeah, it's a tough one. They don't need to do too much early. Don't need to panic here. We did see someone in rehearsals get out of this by going around the headland
Yeah,
and through the secret tunnels.
over to the
Oh,
cavern. Yeah.
hello. I thought they were on the same
Ooh.
squad.
Oh no,
WP
that
poor
was
Shredder. It's
that was
happened again.
Shredder.
Shredder's
Shredder,
dropped
got
in.
eliminated in Science Center, came up,
Oh
recalled, landed
no.
over here, and got immediately eliminated once again, and it hasn't even been 2 minutes. But God,
Oh, that happened. The exact same thing happened last time. Shredder went
it
Science Center
did.
and then dropped the easy edge of the map. And there's someone right next to him when he lands. Squad
You
number
hate to see
3.
it.
Things are happening for squad number 3 right now. They look to have managed to control Science Center yet again. So fair play to the rest of the squads. We saw 3 squads attempt to take them out, and squad number 3 have got middle map control again, which is not good for anyone.
We have Luna up on top of the Science Center once again, really trying to blowing up the monster truck. So team number 1 doesn't have any sort of easy, rotation out of the spot.
Yeah.
Luna, they already have 5 eliminations. They're already halfway to the total number of eliminations they had in the first match that they won. Here they're just gonna be continuing looting up that auditorium area, but looks like Luna and Co have successfully taken over the science center for themselves once again.
That's right. And the probably the big story here is poor old Shredder's gone. So that's one squad down.
Mm,
Or is Shredder no, squad? There are two members of Shredder's squad left. My apologies
yeah.
to Emran and Notlit. But you can see that
Oh, we see
Bulan
the
Bay, or
quad.
is it? Yeah, there we go. Get on, get on. No, Six Scope says negative Houston. We're not falling for that. Bulan Bay is where we have a bit of a standoff. The amigos down the bottom don't actually know that WPGN has rotated out and they are sitting in a house holding angles. They're in a tent. If we can go and have a look at squad number 7, you'll see the epitome of cool. Luna
Looks
doing
like
things.
yeah, so team number 3 is in a really great spot to well, I mean, once again, in the side okay.
There
Now
we
they're
go.
just playing around here. They're like,
Yeah,
"We can't get out of
yeah,
this area at all. We have a team
yeah.
watching us from above, so we're just gonna graffiti the inside of the tent and just have a dance off in the middle."
Just quietly, the team watching them from above rotated out about 5 minutes ago. They're not watching. These guys are happily on their own, chucking snowballs, having a good time, as you do. Well done, amigos. Brazen Rover, well known for being a Brazen Rover. Oh, Flipper. Flipper on the flip. For old number 1. Come on, Flipper. Aim harder, mate. Aim harder. He wants that thirst. He wants the points.
He wants it, but
Just
team
hit him,
3,
Flip.
Luna's team up above is not
Oh
letting him
my
have it
God.
too.
That is the
Oh,
world's
man.
toughest palm tree. Absolutely ridiculous.
How does this always happen to
Flipper.
Flip? Even in the last game, he was just stuck behind a tree and just like nowhere left to
Because
go. He always seems to find himself.
he's going for a thirst. Just leave the points alone. You're worth. He can't help it. He's nearly got him. Luna's about to
Luna's
get
gonna
you,
get
Flip,
you.
on your
Luna's
left.
about to shoot you
Luna.
on the left.
Oh, Flipper. Oh, and back to squad number 7, who are working on being their best selves. Go, Flipper. Run, be flee. Be flee. Be free and be flee.
I mean, it's great that he
Indian
got
kill
back
shot.
to Yahiko, but Killshot is not in a great spot. Bella is officially out of the match, right? No hope to come on back. So once again, I think it might just be Mr. Flip and Yahiko if they can, unless they can get across the road to Killshot.
I want Flipper to absolutely get the crossbow kill today. Look at squad number 3. God, I hope they don't get the circle again. This could be bad for everybody. Shipping Yard is looking a little bit interesting. WPGN squad up in the north section of the map, I think it is, or is it? No, squad number 8. Dan Fiji. Bulla Bulla to you, Dan. Bulla Banuka is looking to do the business up at the shipyard there. We've got WPGN rotating in pretty close to him. This is a lovely spot if you're looking for a third party. Grass, elevation, and a DP28. Ooh, Monica. What do you think about having the DP28 on this map?
I like it. 28 shots and everything. It's a good like mid-range, right? Like you don't need such a long-range weapon because it's such a small map. But DP, it does take forever to reload, unlike all the other weapons on this map. So might come to bite
Very
him
true.
in the butt.
Very true. It's a nice weapon on a switch on a map like this. I mean, you can really use it to snipe. I do like that they're putting this on more maps. It's a weapon that I really enjoy using, and I'm very, very happy to have it back in the game. Not like the old days where you had the Soul Mortal loadout with the AKM and the DP28, but I do find it interesting that that loadout now is probably stronger than it's ever been at any point in the game.
That's very
Just
true.
goes to show that the meta keeps going up and down and all around. There's so many changes and balance changes in this game that it's nice to see. And you get a new map like this, how all the weapons interact. Very, very exciting times. What do we have here? The rotations are looking pretty tight. Squad number 3 still dead center. But yeah, we've got our mates on the beach rotating in over there, Monica.
Yeah,
Lovers,
Team
not fighters. How do we
7
feel about this?
Team 7, who was having their rave party down in the tent on the beach, have now
Yeah.
come up on the mountainside, right? Because they're like, it's okay.
Uh,
Dancing is over. We're tired. Get up on the mountain and try to come into the circle on that western side. So 0 eliminations found for this team so far. I don't think they've even used their recall yet, but I mean, it's well past that point, right? Well past that 3-minute mark in the
they
match.
killed it at the disco, though, Monica. They
Yeah,
killed it at the
yeah,
disco.
that's true.
Yeah.
We want to
Oh,
see
here
it
goes
some
Bryson
more.
Rover. Oh, come on, side swipe. Aim harder,
Ooh.
you grub.
I like how you
Brazen
said aim
Rover.
harder. Brazen Rover, though. I mean, if side swipe doesn't
Brazen
get him, the
Rovers.
blue zone definitely is going to.
Brazen Rover is in the open. This
Oh
is why you
man.
don't go to the disco at the beach before the event or during. Oh, Dan Fiji goes down. Unfortunate and flushed. Dan Fiji's out.
Despite all that shooting, team number 7 didn't lose a single member to
I know.
team number
I know.
8.
Come on, sideswipe's like, why have I played like a giant potato on that one? There's going to be, I think there could be a big third party over here from Flipper's team as well. You
Yeah,
can see
definitely.
they're just on the other edge of the hill, and they're not shy about this stuff. Yeah, there goes Indian kill shot.
Yeah, kill shot,
Oh,
just
yeah.
like you called it. DP red dot in hand. They heard the shots. It's such a small island, such a small map that you can definitely hear the shots from almost halfway across. Looks like the team
look at
7 gonna be the victors of this hillside, though.
Yeah, it feels like a late game rotation out of Midstein through the Valley of Death as you're heading towards power plant. That one, not a lot of fun. This is a great little house. Squad number 3 have rotated out though and are absolutely filthy. They're down in the village, Flame Village in the middle, and again they are looking for middle map position. Yep, they've left Science Center, and they're making all kinds of noise now as they tap fire their way onto a second victory. We're going to see how they go.
Right.
Oni Senpai.
Toxic is he's a little bit further down, right? He has the eyesights onto team 3 onto one side. However, Toxic wasn't really aware. We had team 7 all the way. Finally, Brazen Robin coming up from the side, and oh man,
it's the new Dodge skin. The Dodge skin. I got that one. It's fantastic. The Dodge Charger. I think that's the one in Fuchsia. Anytime I get to say Fuchsia on a live stream is a good day.
I feel like Quan Deadshot doesn't really have a chance to hit this crossbow shot. Oh, he actually did. He hit it just a little bit, but I think he's just really like, I really hope I can get a knock and get those 5 points.
He's got to, I don't know if that was him hitting that. I'm going to be honest. I think he needs to aim a lot higher. Yeah. That's a holographic at something like, what is that? 150 meters?
And it's just like a shot in the dark, and it's like, maybe I'll get the knock over here.
Raisin Row. Yep. Crossbow kill, not a knock, is going to do it. Apparently, I can hear from the producers. So go. What about a knock and then stealing it with a crossbow? There you go. That's a kill. That might be the way forward.
Okay, so Quan Deadshot, they're still waiting here. We have Team 3, Luna and Co. Like we said, came up into that Flame Town, but they're out of the circle right now.
Squad number 5. Squad number 5 are in huge trouble. The only saving grace here for squad number 5 is that I don't believe that they're in a perfect position, squad number 3. So they might get some pushback. Yeah, exactly. This is Yahiko Gaming doing the business. My goodness. There's Luna. Luna's nearly knocked.
It's only Yahiko right here because Flip got knocked behind him, or it was a Flip. No, Killshot got knocked behind him. Yeah. So Luna, and I think it's Barry is the last one left alive from his team. So Luna really wants to clean this one up, right, before another team can come in and third party this.
Yeah, and this is pretty tough now. Here comes Luna. I'm pretty sure that Yahiko's aware of this, but they're double teaming. They're gonna hit point trade this one out, and I think they should be able to get it done.
Oh no! She had to go for the reload.
On the switch. Oh!
She just barely. Oh my gosh.
So clutch, Luna doing the business.
Can she get a clutch
Going
revive? No, she does. All right. Definitely Luna gets like MVP for her team if we had MVP awards, but that was like a sliver of health, and she almost didn't get it.
Yeah, absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. And they're right on the zone line. I mean, great players make great plays, but they really did come up right against it. Well done to squad number 5 for actually asking the question so firmly. And this next rotation, they can get back to Flame Village here. In fact, they're going to be on the high side if the circle moves west.
Yeah, I think it was the Dodge skin that did it, Bushka. I think that was their
that's
one
it,
leg
the
up
Dodge skin.
So Daria here, team 4. I like that they're up here. They have the high upper ground. However, they're right on the edge of the circle, right? And for the next one that does pop on up, they definitely need to move on
Wow.
way far away from where they're at right now.
Yeah, that's gone to, I think that is squad number 1 in an
Yeah.
absolutely prime position here. Squad number 1 in the circle and actually inside the house there. This is prime time. This is the absolute best spot. They are looking very, very strong, but there are obviously a lot of teams rotating in.
Mhm.
I'd be very tempted, Monica, I don't know about you, but just to sit tight and let everyone belt each other below me.
Yeah, we have 5 teams left alive back in the Dodge. They're
The
gonna have to
Fuchsia
dodge a lot of
Dodge
shots.
Charger.
So yeah, the Fuchsia Dodge Challenger
I
coming
like what
on
you did
in
there with dodging
hot.
shots. Big
Yeah,
fan.
Dodge.
Big fan of the word work.
So I like this quick rotation. Really strategic late game rotation. However, they're making a lot of noise. Everyone knows exactly where they're at. But first, we're gonna see Team 4 trying to send up this mountain, take it away from Team 1.
Team 4 have done a very good job there. I don't think team number 1 realized that they were still rotating out from the
Yeah.
northeast corner of the map. And, oh, hello. There's always one.
This is the second time. He loves being in these crates because he did this the last
Uh,
time too.
and you can just imagine if this was randoms, playing with randoms in a public match, it'd be revive me, help, help,
No,
help. I'm not getting out. I'm not getting out of my crate. I'm done. I'm in the bin.
it's definitely not even the voice mic. It's just the in-game help, 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 just being spammed
Exactly.
asking for a revive as fast as possible.
Squad number 3, actually, look at this massive effort there. Oh, not lit and Emran going down. That was the end of Shredder's squad. Squad number 4 is
Wow.
certainly hip to what's going on with Six Scope. Luna and Co are addicted to the center of the circle because they
They
drove
are.
center and they're not in a very good spot in terms of cover, but they are moving outside. This is brilliant work. You got to love squad number 3. They're outside the circle. They've gone outside the circle to create this third party opportunity.
All right, six scope. One last play. It's a 1v1 on the edges of the circle here. I think 6XO coming out into the blue, going for the flush though, but giving away his position as Luna coming in for third party and does clear out six scope.
And now you've got to love it because Luna and Co have gone center circle, then rolled up, taken what was a very small window of opportunity to third party that. And in the process, they've cleared 2 squads. And why not get some looting away? Go on, Luna. Take the crate. You deserve it.
We see in the miniature map, Luna has, like you said, addicted to the center of the circle because they have the high upper ground. They have the mid side. Bunny Senpai almost got knocked from a grenade from down below. But, I mean, WPGN, they've got a low side. We've got Luna
This
and
is
them with
tough.
13 eliminations found so far in this match.
Yeah, and you got to remember 13 eliminations. This isn't like a 100-player lobby. This is
No, it's
32
not.
players
32.
in the lobby. Oh, how tempting
Plus
is it to
some
just
recall
jump in the
people.
Fuchsia Dodge Charger and live forever? Oh, very close.
Oh. I will say the advantage is probably to Luna. They have more room to kind of come on back. WPGN is stuck down below. Not a lot of room
Get up.
to play at all.
You
Yeah, they
can't
can't
get
even
up.
like come all the way up. It's just literally fighting an uphill battle.
Oh, look, it seems almost like a fait accompli when they get so like the movement game from Luna. They clutched up against some very, very tough opposition. We saw Indian Killshot and Yahiko Gaming really put them to the test. And Monica, they came out. Every question that was asked, they answered emphatically.
They answered 100% right. A+ for them. So 14 eliminations in the second match. They're basically just competing against themselves, right? Because they won the first match with 10. Now won the second with 14 eliminations. And Bushka, I really want to see some highlight from this past
Now,
match
this
because
better be the
a lot
highlight
happened.
of Luna. I want to
This
see.
is
Yeah, here we go. Now, Luna hasn't done the reload here, I believe. There's 30 in the AKM,
Yeah.
but hasn't reloaded the SCAR, I don't think. And that might be where we come into trouble. But the movement game here is on point.
Because right when she ran out of ammo, I think that, who is she fighting against? Also ran out of ammo at the very same time because they're definitely running away from each other, trying to reload over here. Just got that last shot around the left-hand side of the hay bale and was
And
able
then,
to clutch
the
it up.
revive, like
Yeah.
the awareness, the game sense to realize you don't have time to actually hit that heal. You've got to clutch it up and get to your teammate. There was a smidgen of hit points left, and having 3 players allow them to have so much more flexibility in that late game stage. Have a center and have 2 flankers. So it was a big, big, big moment.
Yeah, really good stuff from them. So guys, remember the prizes for the team's first place. Each player on that team gets 10,000 UC. For the second place team, it's 5,000 UC per player, and then third place, it's 2,500 UC per player.
Yeah, absolutely gorgeous. We are now going to be taking match 3. The players are in the lobby gearing up for that one, doing some push-ups, running it through short 40s just to get the glutes going, activating all the cores. What's been the highlight for you so far, Monica?
Oh man, I think oh man, there's been so much happening around here. I think it was Team 7 Brazen Rover that last match when they came from the beach all the way up on the hill and it was somehow still able to rotate across the road, come into the circle and beat out that team that was shooting at them just because that other team was completely potatoing their shots, right? And somehow Brazen Rover was able to continue on in the match.
Yeah, I think that was absolutely fantastic. I've just been so impressed with everyone's willingness to get involved. Now, I know the map keeps things short. You don't have a lot of choice, but there is certainly a certain spirit amongst the players today where they are bringing it every single time. Every rotation is a rotation into action. So we're getting non-stop gunfights, which is what you want when you're doing a stream like this. There's certainly action to call. We're not seeing long tactical rotations through the deserts of Miramar. And I think that's a real credit to the game design. The map itself, Nusa, is very conducive to this burst play that is even, I mean, this is, I don't know where they go after this. Like...
I think one person who has not been on the good receiving end of all the action is going to be Shredder and his team because first match and second match they drop hot, got eliminated, get recalled, and then caught in their secondary drop they got eliminated right away again. So this team definitely wants a little bit more playing time going into this third match.
Yeah, 100%. And this again is very similar to the last drop. Well, I mean, all the drops you're very, very close to Science Center. Wonderful. I wonder, is Shredder? Yeah. I'll tell you where Shredder's going. I've just checked the map. Shredder is going
Love Island
all the way to the edge. He's not interested in the middle. He's had enough of being fodder for squad number 3 and then getting done on the cleanup. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 squads going Science Center. 5 squads going Science Center.
So over half the team's coming over here. Luna quickly coming over, gets that first knock, going head to head with, looks like a Miran this time around. Quickly goes back to loot a little bit more. Quan dead shot though, holding this door side, and it's just absolute carnage everywhere, Pushka.
Yeah, one of the things that really does set Luna apart, if you're watching this and you're not a great PUBG Mobile player like me and you want to watch how people are good, watch when Luna moves from hard cover to hard cover. Watch how much time Luna spends in this kind of tight urban environment away from a wall or away from cover. It's always very, very close to the cover. It's always very, like there's a firing angle, but it's a firing angle. It's not like a whole room. And I find that just fascinating that even when you're in a gunfight with 3 or 4 or 5 squads around you, those kind of fundamentals coupled with incredible aim and motor skills can really drive you to victory. And again, like that was just a zillion squads dropped here and Luna made it look like it was a walk in the park.
Yeah, this time though, she's gonna having that grenade lobbing towards Yahiko. Looks like he's just moved a little bit further than she anticipated as Yano is gonna be knocked down below. Bunny Senpai hopefully getting a pat on the back there, but Yahiko also, takes just a little bit of damage from the grenade, but unfortunately Luna does not get that notification if the grenade did hit or not.
Yeah, I thought that might have been a go. Look at who it is. It's Flipper. It's Flipper. Flipper. Oh, you deserved it, Flip. You deserved it.
Oh, the potato. Oh my god. Come on. Oh no.
trading back and forth.
Definitely.
Unbelievable stuff
Did you
here.
see Yano pick up Mr. Flip for just
Yeah.
a second before Teenage OMN like flushed him out? All right.
Absolute madness. I
So
love that Flipper just didn't leave. They were on the downside of that hill. They could have got to Flame Village, but Flipper doesn't have an S key. It's W key or nothing for the flip. An Indian kill shot
come
says,
back.
you know what? You took my buddy. Here I come. You
They,
gotta
they,
love
they've
it.
Team 5 has now come back as Team 3 has also come and reset. So everybody reset their loot, right? They have to re-loot
Yeah.
up. It's not like you can bring that back once you get
No.
eliminated. Killshot though versus Luna this time around, but oh my god, it was
Oh,
Uzi versus UMP, and Luna is gonna
that
be the
was
victor
two
every single
good
time.
players. They both had the same thought, and Luna was just a little bit quicker because of the positioning. Oh, and I think unfortunately that Flipper's team has had to pull back, and they've taken a position a little bit northeast of that compound and are rethinking their strategies and life choices.
It's funny how you see the playstyle before they're recalled and then after they're recalled, right? Because before you're
Yeah.
recalled, you got nothing to lose. And then after you're recalled, you're like, okay, now if we actually get eliminated, we're actually out of the match.
What I love about that though, Monica, is that the lobby's recognizing that they've got to get rid of these guys. Like
Yeah.
if and Flipper's team, it's almost like hit point trading. They got a couple of the recalls done. So now there's a chance that Luna and Co can go out early. It's not going to happen, but there was a chance. And do you think that that was because I don't know if Indian kill shot actually. No, that was his recall. So everyone else, that was a great play by Flipper and Co.
Mhm.
They sent everyone else away, and Indian kill shot, who's still at his recall, went back to try to get a second kill and thirst on Luna, which would have knocked them out of the game. Great. I mean, that's a big brain play.
Big brain plays indeed, but Team 6 over here versus Team 8 kill shot though. Uh-oh. This was
Oh, he's
not big
trouble.
brain plays because this
No.
is he's gone, right? That was his elimination already or recall already used. So he's going to be out of the match this time and it's going to be only Flip and Bella and the rest of them for the rest of this match.
Yeah, Hiko Gaming. That's really odd that Killshot dropped there because the rest of his team was about 100 meters away in a compound, and he dropped solo.
Pacific God. Not not long for this world at all, Mr. Flip though. Okay, so we put the crossbow away. He's got the NS2000 this time around. That shotgun that
He
we've been
does.
waiting for somebody to use because this is brand new to this map.
Yeah, it's got elements of so many other shotguns. He's gone to the slug mode here. This is for the accuracy. Want to be careful. Are they still visible to Luna and Co? I think they
I
are.
think so, yeah. Oh no,
Yeah,
he's out in the open.
Luna's just knocked your Hiko Gaming. Flipper's out in the open.
Oh
I mean,
man. Flip is just out in the open. It's just all gone wrong, horribly wrong between two different teams.
The floor and the ceiling on my Amigo the Flip. It's a long way. He's high risk, high reward. And here's Bella. Go Bell. Do the business.
Oh, that was a great knock onto, I think it was WGPN.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
unaware of the rest of this team shooting out.
Look where Six Scope is again. Six
Yeah,
Scope.
first
He's
team
up
out
near
of the room.
Is Six Scope up there doing his favorite thing where he can lie down in the bin again?
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
So, like how you said, Luna's team is addicted to the center of the circle. Six Scope
Yeah.
is addicted to lying in open crates.
What a weird fetish, but hey, you do you, buddy. I'm not judging. I'm not here to judge. Long range spray offs are not going to be the way forward here, I don't think. 3 scope. Nice to get a 3 scope on this map. Hard to find. Usually get 4s. It's all settled down here. Not much happening. Everyone just thinking about life.
Everyone's recall has been used up. You're like, okay, we're gonna play more seriously. They play it like a real rest of the match. As you know, Luna, they love the Science Center. They're still holding it up there. They're like, this is our house, and we're gonna die on this hill, and we're gonna keep it for the rest of this event.
I do like they've pulled the car up here just in case they've got a quick exit ready in case they get pushed or face overwhelming odds or a late rotation. We are looking like a very, very middle map centric. This is going nearly perfectly middle map at the moment. Be interesting to see if we get one towards the west, maybe over to the beach there, where Brazen Rover again has dropped. Shredder is still alive, so
You say
just a
that with
slow clap
so
for the
much,
Shred, giving him a
so
golf
much
clap.
surprise, like news, like he's still alive here.
Uh,
He's made it past the 2-minute mark of the match.
I think Shredder asked the mods if he was able to drop in the next map for the start of the game because he's had enough. So taking it very easy on the flex here, Shred. He's just moving in. There's a dodge, lovely looking dodge. Getting the dodge, Shred. Go
But is it better than the
dodge.
fuchsia dodge?
Yeah, no, nothing's better
No.
than fuchsia. Maybe canary yellow, Sundance orange. Those are the things we're looking for.
They
Duck
had
egg
to
blue.
they have opted to leave it in the blue though, so guess they're gonna go ahead and they're like, we won't have to make any crazy rotations for the rest of the circle, but it looks like the circle has come off of them. They've got a little less than a minute to rotate on in, but Bella Fox Gaming,
She's
team number
ridiculous.
3. I mean,
Bella, what
you
are
need
you
to finish your
doing?
food, right? You need to finish the solos on the team, but she's coming up, and I think they may have heard some footsteps over here.
Uh, well, if I can hear their footsteps, they sure can hear Bella's footsteps, which is not good. Belva, what are you thinking? Oh no, there's an angle on the right. Yang is overlooking, taking third party. Buddy Senpai on the top. Luna, I mean
Got the
Bella, you are
DPS. Oh no.
seriously. Yep.
She was for the content. She was going for the 1 versus 4, but she got spotted out by
I
too
stand with
early.
Mr. Flip, she says. Good on you, Bell Bell. The circle is dead set middle map again. Flame Village is looking like the place to be. And the dance party is about to happen with Shredder and Brazen Rover. That is squad
Mm.
number 7 and squad number 2. They are looking like the most likely to have an intemperate disposition and strong words.
Yeah, squad number 2 really playing it passive this time around to try to get further into the match. Luna though does find it on Quan Deadshot. We do have a zip line going all the way down to team number 7. Are they
Ooh.
going to go for? Oh, oh
It's
no,
broken.
they
It's
broke it.
broken. And someone fell.
No,
That was
all the
not
way down.
part of the plan. I think so. That was not part of the plan. I don't know. Maybe they just went to the cliff. Maybe it was just a trick of the light. No, they're downstairs. They went straight down. Okay, not lit and co.
Brazen Rover, tactical crossbow in hand. Still down in the beach side. They're still within the circle. And it's actually Shredder's team that needs to come down the mountainside and get further into this circle. And he gets knocked by
And
Fate.
they are under savage fire. That's Gary taking out Shredder. Nothing like getting hammered by a Gary. Emran gone too. And yeah. I mean, I just feel bad for Shredder now. He got down on the rotation.
Feels really, really bad. I want to see Fate do more. Okay, remember his team won the last match that we did, right? A couple of months
Yeah,
ago.
yeah, he's a
And
very good
so
player.
far they haven't really done that much, right? I mean, each match has been dominated by Luna's team, team number 3. So Fate hasn't really had the opportunity, but this might be their redeeming point in the event.
Yeah, this is, if anyone is going to stand up and be counted here, you'd think it, well, Yahiko Gaming has had some very good moments as well. X-Fate is definitely looking like the great hope for the rest of the lobby right now. I feel bad for Shredder because he did the right thing there and didn't really even try and be too aggressive and just got caught in a split second for a third party, and that's all it takes.
He's
It's
like,
an
what do you
unforgiving
want
map.
from us? We play not aggressive. We play very aggressive.
Yeah.
We can't win either way.
Today, you are not meant to do well. Today, you are the nail and not the hammer. Oh, a lot of rotations in cars here. Not sure about this.
Fortunately for them, there's nobody here, right? Really great
Yep.
rotation into that center circle and has that really great uphill kind of vantage point. Okay, so Luna, they finally need to vacate from Science Center where they've stayed for so very, very long. And I mean, they're a little bit late after.
I think they're going to go to the same place. I think they're going to the same house. They want this center circle. They've seen these guys rotate over. They're not 100% certain that they're not on that hill over there to the south. But they've, I think they thought they were taking a position to hold out. And they're actually they're actually external to that compound, so
Yeah.
they've changed up quickly.
Okay, Luna, they have to be careful of Six Scope and their team a little bit down to their right-hand side. So we might see a little bit more third-party action here. DMN, though, does get the flush onto Daria. So I think it's only going to be 3 right inside. If they can get another knock here, open it up, they're going to all full send and try to wipe out this compound.
Yeah, this is danger time because well, they've done it quick. The whole thing about this is obviously if you're going to start making trades like this, you got to get in and do it fast because if you're external, like you can see Yano there, you're going to get third partied.
Oh no!
Oh, it is going off like a frog in a sock here. Everyone's taking a piece of the action. This is not over yet.
Every single
Yeah.
time, Luna's the last. I feel like Luna baits her teammates out, right? Like pushes. She's like,
my
"You guys go
God.
rush in, so we can find out the information of where they're at, and I'm gonna come in clutch, and I'm gonna go for the revive on you." Unfortunately, they lost Yano, who was outside and got flushed out by team number 1. But still, 3 players and the center of the map is a great position.
Yeah, that was a golden opportunity for the rest of the lobby to clear squad number 3.
Yes.
Very tough because there was a lot of overlook there. Yano did get done. I think that was Gary's team, squad number 6 with WPGN. Yeah, it's not rendering, but WPGN is certainly not falling over.
Yeah, there it is. He's got a
hey,
little ledge of the downhill stuff. We're like, what's going on over here? But the blue zone is starting to do a little bit more damage. 14 minutes. This is probably the longest Nusa game that I've seen. Bushgun. Everyone is really trying to go for that first place prize.
Yeah, Luna PUBG M YouTube over here doing good things. Now, this is not where you want to be. Brazen Rover and Co. The only thing is, no, there's no third party on this right now. These guys are free and clear to do whatever they want. Yep. Brazen needs to get lucky.
I mean, it's dangerous, right? If they come in full out brawl with Brazen Rover, that opens up their back end side for any of those other teams to kind of ascend up the hillside and take it away from then Brazen Rover. Though tosses the grenade right on next to Luna, didn't cook it quite well enough, and she did have the time to run on back and avoid getting knocked.
How many grenades does Brazen Rover have? That's ridiculous. That's like
I think that was his last one. That was his last one. I think he had like 3 or 4.
They're working the numbers down low. No need to do anything. WPGN have to get into the circle. Luna's still in. Squad number 1 are full, but they are well outside. Now is their time to rotate. Squad number 1, Bunny Senpai getting the knock there.
Good for them. I think good for Luna's team is that WPGN's team is right on behind Brazen Rover's team, as Brazen Rover does get knocked from above. I don't know if Luna's going to be able to flush this one out, though, as Bunny Senpai just narrowly able to avoid getting knocked.
Bunny Senpai playing life on the edge. Oh, and this is what squad number 3 want.
Yeah.
Everyone else fighting each other. Just let them do it. We've already got 16 eliminations.
Yeah. They're all fighting each other outside of the circle, completely just, shooting themselves in the foot as Luna and Bunny Senpai and DMN are just above and able to just get those knocks, get those flushes, and continue to show why they're one of the top teams in this lobby.
They need a 12-man squad against these guys. Luna's stuck, but only taking limb damage there. That's fine. 2 squads left apart from this, but both those squads have knocks. And it doesn't look like Luna's interested in giving them the time to get them back up.
She's like, I don't need him. She goes straight on ahead.
So many frags.
Luna has 10 eliminations right now. 10. Just her.
No, they're going to just die to the blue zone, guys. Don't give him 20. Don't give him the 20 bomb. Absolutely ridiculous. 1 left for squad number 1.
She literally has 11 out of 20 eliminations from her team. It's just Cisco. Maybe he's in his little open, crate that he's going to be hiding on behind. But he does get a first knock, but it's going to be Luna to clean it up onto Cisco. I don't even want to see this. She has 12 out of their, 21 eliminations.
12. I mean, embarrassing for DMN, Bunny Senpai, and Yano to only get 7 eliminations in a 32-person lobby. Why not pick up 12 and see how you feel about the world? I am flabbergasted. It's like Luna woke up this morning and just chose violence. There has been a non-stop road of absolute destruction and fragging, and it's paved with the corpses of every other human in this lobby. Talk me through this one, Monica. This
It
is,
was
show the replay.
like she's just competing with herself every single one of these matches. Fortunately, we have a little bit of replay this time around. It is going to be Luna's team. They're in this compound when they overtook it from Fate's team, the other team that I said to watch in this lobby, as Luna, last one up, cleans it up and goes to the revive on her team. This is a really, really clutch rotation and really clutch fight to win because the circle did end up on this hill.
Yeah, I think you're right, Monica. Like, you look at that, you're spot on. Clutch rotation, clutch gunfight, everything.
Yeah, it was just, I mean, I'm really excited for the rest of the matches here. Can any of these teams, dethrone Luna's team? Because clearly, nothing is stopping them yet. But we do have a short little break, though. So maybe let some of these teams regroup and maybe, ice Luna's team just a little bit.
Greetings, PUBG Mobile players. It's Hoyan. So glad to be PUBG Mobile's partner and also your Resort Island commissioner. Welcome to the latest and most action-packed in PUBG Mobile, Resort Island. To enhance your experience, be sure to suit up in my brand new Hoyan outfit and join me on the battlegrounds of Resort Island. Also, remember that special skill-themed mode will soon be available. Squad up and explore different skill combinations with your friends as you battle to win that chicken dinner.
Have you gotten your hands on the new weapons in Nusa yet? Let's start with the tactical crossbow and firebolts. Firebolts are a new type of bolt that can only be used with the tactical crossbow. Ordinary crossbows can only be used to ambush one enemy at a time, while the tactical crossbow and firebolts can set certain buildings on fire for blazing tactics. This is especially useful against enemies who are hiding inside. Next up is our highlight, the NS2000 shotgun. It uses 12-gauge shells when hip firing and shoots single-round slugs when aiming down sights. If you encounter an enemy at close range, don't bother aiming down the sight. Just take them down with one shot. Even if you're fighting alone in an urban area, you can easily wipe out all enemies by yourself at the tap of a button. You can also aim down sights and use the single-shot mechanics to easily eliminate enemies at a distance. Nusa is a small map, so the play zone shrinks really quickly. Not only is it important to offer exhilarating gunfights, exploring the map has to be fun too. That's why we've prepared the quad for you. Climbing slopes is a piece of cake with the quad. Now, you don't have to avoid rocks anymore. Ignore the terrain and charge right up to enemies whenever you see them. They won't have the time to react after hearing you. The quad is fast and doesn't flip over easily. It doesn't matter even if it flips over, as it can recover quickly. Call your friends and try it now. Zip lines and the elevator can both be used to help move about. So what are the interesting ways to use them? Zip lines usually appear at places of high elevation, such as the roofs of buildings or at the top of a mountain, allowing players to quickly travel between them. Players can quickly search for supplies and escape the blue zone. When being pursued by enemies, a zip line can be used to quickly get away. It's even possible to drop from a zip line halfway through to catch enemies by surprise. Furthermore, zip lines can be destroyed. Players can use the zipline to quickly reach the other side, then destroy it to prevent enemies from giving chase. Damaged ziplines also make good locations for ambush, as enemies may try and repair them. The elevator can be found in the tallest building of Telepack Town. The elevator can be used to quickly go between different floors. In actual battle, players can use the elevator to quickly get to the roof and to intercept enemies that come up from the lower levels. It's even possible to hide in the elevator and wait for unsuspecting enemies to enter to score a surprise elimination. Ziplines in the elevator are sure to help players out in battle and create all kinds of unexpected situations. So play PUBG Mobile and try it out.
Shake it up, be cool, work it out, do you.
Welcome back to Luna's Playtime. I mean, the Nusa Tropical Incursion event. Monica.
We motioned to change the name here because we've seen a dominating performance from Luna and her team. They won the first one with 10 eliminations, won the second one with 14 eliminations, and won the third one with 21 eliminations. So hey, on track, if they keep going on that trend, Bushka, they're gonna end up with like 29, 30 eliminations this next match.
Yeah. If everyone could just form an orderly queue, Luna will get to you in due course.
Form a line in Bulan Bay Beach and just, stand.
Have your people talk to Luna's people. They'll book you in an appointment to come in and get knocked and thirsted, and we'll sort it out from there. No, X-Fate's definitely keen to change that tune. I want everyone to just get angry, get aggressive. Just come at them.
I mean, we've seen a lot of these teams, right? Before, when they first drop, they play super aggressive, right? Because they still have that recall to kind of fall back on, to come on back. But once they get recalled, then the team is kind of like, we're going to drop somewhere a little bit safer, play a little bit more passively, because we know if we get eliminated now, we are out of the match.
Here we go. Look, let's see what happens. There's definitely a strategy here. You can't be lucky every time. Like, you've got to land at some point with someone next to you getting an M416 and you getting a crowbar. That's all that we need to see here. And then that could change the course of history. It would have to be a big, big change. But if there's anyone who feels like they're up to it, it's probably X-Fate. Now, let's see. What are they up to? They are not going to be going towards Science Center. There are a lot of people at Science Center, though, boys and girls. They're not going to get it easy. Absolutely not going to get it easy.
Yeah, Fate needs a little bit of a drinky drink with that coffee and tea bar before he joins on the rest of the action. We got kill shot though. Remember, Team 5, Mr. Flip Bella. They haven't found a lot of success here because he only has a pad. Luna this time though has a 5-pump shotty, I guess this time, calling her, and just making a hell of a lot of noise here, but she runs into every single room in this building.
I love how I say you're gonna drop and you're gonna be unlucky. You'll just get a crowbar or something. And Indian immediately lands and has a pan, and he's running around with a pan, and it's like, why did I come here again? Dearie me.
Oh, not like getting shot in the back from Dart. Actually, no, that was DMN actually this time, just from outside the window. But Luna, I think they really played the numbers well, right? They rush on together. We have kill shot with the shot. Oh, there's the new shotgun, the NS2000, doing quite a bit. He's actually doing heavy damage.
Absolutely ripping. Well, boys and girls, that was a huge big sigh of relief for the lobby.
Do you get extra points for that? No, you don't.
No, I don't think.
Never mind.
You don't.
It's only the crossbow. It's the crossbow.
It's always terrifying when you're fighting. Oh, look at this! Unbelievable plays! Oh.
So, okay,
Bella.
if the first time you don't succeed, try again. And this time, Team 5, Bella, Flip, and Killshot have now come and beat out Team 3 inside.
But they're not done. Bunny Senpai is coming back. DMN and Yano are still in the building. They're actually in between the two wings of the science center. So there are 2 members of this squad here already. And then Luna and Bunny Senpai are coming back in parachute. So squad number 5, yeah, you can see straight away Yano is doing the business here.
All right, it's just kill shot. Still with that infamous NS2000 in hand, as DMN may be completely unaware, but he is able to get him with the AKM, and DMN needs to quickly revive before Fate.
Here comes
and the
X
rest of the
Fate.
team come
This is on. X Fate is coming. They are on the push here. They know there's an opportunity for an advantage, and X Fate is coming down these stairs ASAP. There is a full squad on the roof. Absolutely, there he is. He's missed DMN.
You see him?
He's gone down.
Oh no. I mean, DMN, if I had to fight against someone, I would not want to fight against Fate, but he has him so very, very low, and he's got him pinned actually behind this little outcropping here, but doesn't quite get the shots on him, and Fate showing us why he's a pro player and wins his 1v1.
But you know, I think DMN is actually, no, he's down for the count. That's him. He's done. He's dusted. He's out of the game. Huge plays here. Bunny Senpai is back up. They're all back up, but they are all very, very low.
Yeah. And probably not really great loot to be had either, because they had to be, come on down. You only have like a Uzi to your name. Quan Deadshot, though, he does hear quite a few shots here. It's going to be none other than Shredder here getting eliminated. But I think that was his first time, right? He still has a chance to come back.
you hope. You really hope. No, I think he's done. I think the elimination, the recall time is it over or is it still on? No, he's on the countdown.
4 minutes. I think. Did he just barely miss it?
I think he's missed it. No, he's back. No, he's missed it. Oh, X Fate getting the knock, but X Fate's actually over there alone. Respawn is over.
Yeah,
Let's see the Shredder. See a Shredder.
Yeah.
Thanks for turning up.
So X Fate got eliminated. Or no, he didn't get eliminated. So now so. Oh, no. Never mind. We're past the point of respawn. You can't respawn any further in this match. So Fate, he was like, I don't want to be in this match anymore. I'm just going to go full send while the rest of my team is across the road and away from me.
I know what they were thinking, but after he got that knock and thirst, he could have gotten away. I don't think he had to wait there, but unfortunately, you're on that adrenaline high. You've got the big gunfight. You've done it already. I thought his whole team was there with him. That was my mistake, Monica. He was actually going solo.
Well, the rest of his team there is going to be playing as a trio for the rest of this match. We still have 7 teams, though, so still a decent chunk of the lobby left, and we've hit just about 5 minutes into this game.
So stop me if you've heard this one. There's a full squad from Luna's at Science Center in the middle of the map. And everyone else is just jiggling around doing their best.
Sounds about right. Sounds like we're just getting deja vu of these matches because Luna and them clearly, don't fix what isn't broken. And it's worked out so well for them to, land Science Center, fight all the teams away, get all their eliminations, and just hold that central position until they need to rotate into the center.
Yeah, it's unfortunate too because poor old Flipper's squad is completely out. They're the only ones out, and they are the ones who really challenged at Science Center, but they just played it. Oh, there we go. Sideswipe, who was hiding in a bush, I think, or maybe in one of the shacks. Daria doing the business.
He was in the bush waiting to ambush Daria, but he was able to get him. And there are going to be 2 eliminations found so far. So Fate is definitely their heavy hitter, right? He's definitely the one kind of with the most elimination potential here, but they do have a great position here up on the top of this hill.
Apparently, the word on the street is that Shredder missed the recall literally by a second. It had literally just ticked over as he got thirsted.
He's like, you couldn't thirst me faster.
Yeah. I hate that when you just crawl towards the blue zone. Let me die before the timer goes out.
Or 200 IQ, maybe the other team was like, no, it wasn't. But that'd be funny though if a team was like right on the edge of that cutoff.
I mean,
and they got a knock and was like, I'm not gonna flush you though because I'm gonna let you go over that 4-minute mark and then flush you and then you can't get a refund.
Oh no. Car rotation.
Hey. But Flip's team isn't here to do the crazy car rotation, so I guess Zero is gonna be the one to like, we gotta bring it back. I'm gonna run it back for Mr. Flip and Bella, and I'm gonna do it this game.
Dan Fiji going down. No worries there, Dan. Bad luck, buddy. I think that's the end for Dan Fiji as well. It's a tough gig. We've got a lot of circle left here, Monica. Pretty spread out. Squad number 4 and squad number 2, I think, or squad number 6 is still looking at each. No, it's squad number 8. They're all reddish. Daria's done very well so far. This is
So
actually
Pacific God, he's downhill a little bit. Definitely very isolated from the rest of his team, and this is not a great spot for him at all. As he has, 2 members of team number 4 coming down, gets the knock in the immediate flush, and I don't really know what was happening here.
Oh my goodness. Yes, why not? That was actually textbook, wasn't it? Beautiful weapon switch, nice use of the terrain, coming down the mountain, so you're moving quickly and you're keeping that ridge behind you on the hip, between you and the enemy on the hip fire. Just really nice work from Daria.
Zero, and then this is the compound that Luna's team won the last game at, right? So they preemptively got here earlier. Like we're hoping that the circle that tends to come into the central spot on the map, we're gonna have this get this real nice and early and try to prevent any other teams from rotating in closer.
It's a good bet. It's a safe bet, and you got a full squad. I would love to. I don't think you defend that compound as well, like pre-fight from inside it. I think being inside it is a little bit of a negative, but they're certainly putting out some gunfire. Oh, we saw a long-range shot there on Brazen Rover. The NS 2000 in the kill feed, but no, it's turned into a CQC fight, and Brazen Rover's squad is doing very well.
So they're flushing out these players in here, and like you said, not the great of a spots being inside this compound trying to defend from it. But this team is very, very split up, right? Like they eliminated 2 of them. They're like, where are the rest of the other teams or teammates, right? In the distance, nowhere near here. We have BP though, does find 1 member of team number 4. Remember, that was Fate's team, right? So they were a trio, now down to only a duo trying to hold their position.
I think he's expecting them to be back towards where they were before, but Daria and Co are actually up on top of this ridge line here. He's looking around, and this is what I much prefer. Like in randoms and in public games and classics, you can get away with just being inside the compound.
Oh no!
But oh no, no.
Oh, another one bites the just. I feel like the suppressed shots on the Scar L or UMP were just completely just unaware. Luna trying to
Luna's
flush
gonna
it.
take the first.
This is where you whip out your crossbow and try to first out the knock, right? She can see him.
I'm surprised that Daria got done there, because surely they had to know that their teammate was shot from down the hill on the right, and Daria seemed to be taking position looking down towards their teammate had actually died. That's a very odd engagement.
Very, very weird things happening on Nusa map. Now it's going to be Aurora 1v1 on over here. Loses it though. We just had a 3-piece come out from this lone member of team number 8.
I like that 3-piece. I've not heard that before. It's like a sweet 3-piece suit, 3-piece. I like it, Monica. Thank you so much. I'm going to be throwing that in all the videos. BP's too easy. That's too easy. BP too easy. Okay, I get it now. Sorry.
He went into the drive-thru at Chick-fil-A, got a 3-piece chicken tender meal, and on team number 4. So great stuff from them.
Having you youngins explain the vernacular is exciting for me as an old bearded human, but I'll stop talking about myself now, as Quan Deadshot is on the rotation. They love rotating in these carts. I'm just not a big fan of it. I feel like it's extremely dangerous.
I feel like it's okay if you need to make a really quick rotation, right? And if you can drive your cars well, that you're not, not like how Flip and them drove that monster cup up the hillside in game number 2 where they lost half their members. If you can drive it up with, make sure it's a clear side of a hill, it can be okay.
This is a tough rotation here. These guys are in, this is the crazy thing. Squad number 6 and squad number 7 are going to be pushing up here towards Science Center, and the only shots they're going to have are on each other while Luna and co just sit up the top, twirling their mustaches, thinking villainous thoughts. This is terrifying. They're setting themselves up for an absolute rails run in here.
I feel like Science Center, it's definitely a hard spot to win because so many teams drop there. But if you can be the team on top and hold that position, look how much higher in elevation it is to all the landscape around them. Especially these teams like Team 6, like Team 7 have a huge open road that they need to cross through to get in.
Look at this. This is carnage, Monica. 6 and 7 are in the blue, fighting each other for the right to rotate into squad number 3.
For the right to get eliminated by Luna and add on to her what she got 12, 14 eliminations the last match.
This is absolutely hilarious.
Hey, every elimination they take here is less eliminations that Luna can have, right?
I think
Luna doesn't need any more eliminations from the first 3 matches, so let's try to get as much out here. We have 11 remaining players and 5 teams, so that's an average of like 2 per team.
Luna's gonna take
but
this.
remember, Luna has 4 though.
Your DMN and co. Are they going to steal that one? No, they didn't. So that's right. There's only one member that left. That's T-Mags, and he's going to get to rotate through DMN, Yano, Bunny, Senpai. Luna is actually overlooking the bridge area there and is taking out BP2 Easy, who we saw with the 3-piece. See me throw that straight back at you. And T-Mags rotating low. I don't like that as a rotation from all the other guys. They had to know they were at Science Center, surely.
Yeah. Okay, so we have 3 teams left. It's a 4v4 versus 1 T-Mags YouTube, right? So he's just gonna be a solo. He's gonna be quiet here. He's gonna be, waiting for everyone else to make some more noise.
They've spotted him. They know where he is.
I mean, Luna's about to spot. I mean, Luna has like eyes in the back of her head, right? Like she has a sixth sense of where all these players are at.
Well, they know that someone had to get that last knockdown below them and is rotating in. There's only one place they can possibly be, and it's underneath them at the bridge. Like it's a straight up run the maths, and that's where they are. Whoa. Okay.
She's like, I don't have a lot. She's like, I don't have enough eliminations here. I'm gonna go right front and center. Luna gets up on top
did you
of
see that?
Oh
God.
my god. She gets up onto the roof side.
Ridiculous.
Just doing heavy damage left and right.
Well, Luna was probably blowing up because she only had 2 eliminations and Yano and DMN had 3. So she's up to 3 now. And she's a chance of, if she gets this flush here and clears Donskoy, that'll take her up to 5. And then she'll be heading towards her average, which is about 7 or 8.
This is definitely going to bring down her average, though. Imagine being so good that a 3 elimination finish for one person is a terrible performance.
Yep. Yano's just got knocked from
that's a
DMN.
self-nade.
That's a self-grenade, yeah. Teammates fighting over the last contract.
On teammate. They're like, I want to get the elimination. Stop taking all of my kills.
You can't get any kills if you're dead. And then thirsted. So Yano is probably blowing up in the team Discord. Not happy with the performance here. It's all down. Luna switches to FPP. 2v1.
Oh, no. This is... Okay,
Yes!
this is quite the upset. So instead of winning this match, Luna and her team end up being in 2nd place with 10 eliminations. So we have a new winner, like you said, Quan Deadshot. Great from them, and 7 eliminations.
7 eliminations, but I think the story of that one, and it'd have to be that I'd hate to be on the team bus on the drive back home from the stadium this afternoon.
Oh, no.
Because I reckon Yano would be freezing out DMN and vice versa. Controversial. Let's have a look at that replay here. Monica, talk us through this little bit of business.
So this was the let's see,
This is the
up
1v1.
on the hillside.
Daria,
Yeah, this is the
Daria Pacific
1v1.
God.
Tossing the grade on over here. I think didn't do damage, but did display Specific God to make him run on back, give the information of where exactly he's at, and this is where Daria and his teammates did really good to work together and, like you said, use the terrain and just get that easy knock.
Nice switch here, straight into the AK. And as you're going down that hill, you stop the hip fire because it's torture fighting with hip fire on those hills. It just keeps it low and runs into it. But you get down to the base and shooting up, you're much better off. And then we had the lovely Luna doing the business there. That I'd love to know the story of what happened with that grenade. Could we
Yeah,
could we-
definitely. Yano is just like, DMN, if you had it, through our win, we could have had 4 chicken dinners in a row, but getting eliminated or getting me knocked there and allowing the winning team to get the flush really turned the tides into their
That was the funniest thing. I'm like, oh, hang on. That great Gren by. Hang on. That was no. Okay. Yeah, Yano's just gone down to DMN and things have gone pear-shaped. Well, you can't win everything, can you? Like they've obviously not, but that was a good second place. I think they're in an unassailable position at the top of the leaderboard.
I think that would be quite the new record set if they had won like every or 4 matches out of all the 5 matches that we're going on. But this is gonna be our last one, right, Bushka? Our last match in the Nusa event.
The last hurrah of the Nusa Tropical Incursion, and what a ride it's been. We've seen some top shelf gameplay, some really aggressive attempts too. It's not been without questions being asked. We've had squads dropping all over squad number 3, but they've stood very, very tall and managed to snuggle up in Science Center every single time. It's been exciting.
I wonder if there's any teams they're definitely like out of the running to get first, second, or third place, right? Specifically, some teams like Shredder's team or other teams have gone out way, way, way too early consistently every single match. Maybe they're just gonna like full send Science Center and just full send it once again, just to just go for a big hurrah, as you said, for the last match today.
Yeah, absolutely. I can't wait to see it. It's going to be a hell of a thing. There's no reason not to. I mean, don't let fear hold you back. You've got no chances. Go and have some fun and maybe feature and make up a little bit of content greatness.
So going into the last one, we're gonna see though. We've tended to see like 5 or so teams going Science Center, and then a couple of the other ones just kind of going off to the edges, not really wanting the heat from the rest of these teams. So I want to see how many teams end up this time around going Science Center.
Well, it isn't the center of the map, that's for certain. This is a northern flight path going over Shipyard, but everyone is in fact heading dead straight down to Science Center. We've got 1, 2, 3 squads going there. Well, I think it's 3, maybe 4. Not as many as you'd expect.
Oh, they're going to Bulan Bay.
Nice. I think they're
So
just trying. Yeah, this is the
this
least contested.
what is this? 3 teams in Science Center. So Luna and them, she's like, I'm trying to loot here, but her teammate keeps stealing all of the loot. So she's got the NS2000, she's got the UMP, and she hears a lot of footsteps below.
Yeah, Pacific is in here as well as YM0, but everyone else from all their squads has left. They've basically abandoned Science Center and given it up for Luna and Co. So Pacific just looking, I guess, to get a flush, do something crazy, make a name for himself. Shredder has obviously taken the lesser of 2 evils between getting knocked instantly and living for the first 3 minutes, and is now just somewhere on the East Coast enjoying life. Good on you, Shredder. You deserve it,
Big
baby.
goals for sure. I mean, this is
big goals.
big
Shredder
goals.
is playing his best right now. Luna has found the bad guy. This is Pacific.
She just sees a corner of Pacific God, does get her down real low, whips out the other shotgun though, goes for the hip fire.
Run,
Pacific
run.
God,
No,
just stops
no.
around the corner, tries to go for the first
Just
aid.
getting the hell off.
Oh no, Luna!
Oh!
It was NS2000 versus NS2000.
Oh, Yano,
there's one behind
Yano
you,
with the
there's one behind
oh, Pacific Gods come in.
Get him,
They
get him.
worked well as
Oh.
a team there. They nearly did it too.
Pacific God, if he had, crouched or he had laid prone and tried to go for the reload, though, he may be able to live a couple more seconds. But he just like hit the, stubbed his toe on the desk, stood up, and then started reloading. And obviously was a very easy target for Yano and DMN.
Well, quantity has a quality all of its own. I think if they had more people there would have been a chance to get things done for the team. But the best time to get rid of squad number 3 is right at the start. That hasn't happened here. They're, if anything, in a stronger position than any before. They've had to do a lot less to get through it, although it was close at times. Gary just swimming in the pool. Love Gary.
These swimming pools are very similar to the hot springs in Livic, right? You sit in the pool, you get the energy, you get the adrenaline boost there. They gotta lace those pools with something, but you only see this in the Sunshine Boulevard and then the resort beach up in the northeast side of the map.
Well, this is the first time we've really had a good look at this south corner, this southwest corner, and you
Yeah.
can see that squad number 4 and squad number 6, they may have words here. This is a X-Fate squad spread right out here. That's not good.
It's gonna be pretty hard, I think, for Team 6 to kind of get out of here because this is like they're just hogging that beach, continue to wrap, and they're gonna run out of beach at some point and run out of places to hide. And these are gonna be very long distance fights here. So even if they get a knock here, though, they should be able to get some revives.
Well, the problem for X-Fate squad is that squad number 8 is just to the west of them as well. So they're the
Oh,
meat in the sandwich here. You can see this is a bad position. Squad number 8 were interested, but I think they may have left the building there. Dan Fiji has been knocked and thirsted, and then knocked and thirsted again already. He's gone. And I think Bullavanaka Dan, but that's Fijian for how awesome are you. Side swipe, it's not, but there you go. Daria on the hill there, they haven't left. There's still a chance that they can actually get shots in the side of squad number 8 as they engage 6.
this is the first time I've seen a K9 being used in this
Yeah,
map. Daria has it in
absolutely.
hand. I mean, he did use it before to go for a flush on one of the players nearby him, but I mean that's pretty surprising. But I really hope we see a little bit more. You see it utilized a little bit more. Oh, he did have a really good headshot lined up there,
He had
but
a
he did not
great
get it
shot.
paired. Do it, do it, do it. Oh, he had
Oh, Daria. Aim
he
harder, Daria.
had he had WPG and literally crouched and leaning around a rock, not moving, and
Yeah.
didn't take the shot.
Well, I think it could be something that is a bit of a meta change. You wouldn't be expecting that, and that would be
Yeah.
a really easy pick. Everyone's doing the spray and pray. A lot of people don't like the 4 scope, and that's the most readily available big scope on this map. So that does have a lot to do with it, I think.
Ooh,
Oh,
Daria.
no,
Getting his
Daria would have
toe
been better
shot.
off the
Actually, that was a
K9,
really good headshot, actually, that got him
wasn't it?
knocked. But once again, this is a pretty far away, like long distance fight happening here. So even though he got knocked, he has plenty of time to go for the revive as Fate now watches and tries to prevent them from coming
Oh,
in closer.
Brazen Rover. Only Nearly Boo, the healthiest of the lot here. There are 2 knocks there for squad number 7, and Yahiko Gaming, Bella Fox, Mr. Flip. It's all happening here, Bell.
All right, Fate, Scar, L in hand. I mean, Nilibu is they're all kind of clustered on together. We have the zip line, though. Fate wants to
Look
get
at this.
right up in
Big moves.
personal.
Big moves.
Uh-oh. I mean, is it going to pay off, though? Because he got real close, far away from his teammates.
He's real
so he
isolated.
cannot get knocked.
1 member left is squad number 7. That is PB Defuego. And that is Flipper's squad with Bella Fox, Yahiko Gaming, Indian Killshot. They are on the pump here, looking very aggressive, but they have 2 casualties themselves. Could be a chance for squad number 7 to get back into this. Look at X-Fate. Look at the movement. Kid knows how to move.
All right, kill shot. Up on the rooftop. Really great spot for them. Nilibu is just caught right into the middle. Doesn't really have a good way to get back to the team. Yeah, if Nilibu wants to crawl back to the team, it's definitely going to get flushed on out.
No, that was you needed to sit still and pray for rain. You couldn't get out of that one on the Foot Falcon. That was never going to work. Bella Fox getting back on. We've lost Flipper. Varley, the great man, 7 foot tall of red-haired thunder. As X-Fate looking good.
All right, Luna PUBG. 2 eliminations from her team, 0 from Luna so far. So this is very different from the previous matches. And now we see Team 7, though, making that, the rotation that Bushka hates to see, right? Fast with the UAZ, making a whole ton of noise, stopping just shy. But as a duel, I mean, you kind of have to, right? You have to make those quick rotations and kind of risk it to try to get a favorable position.
The reason I don't like that rotation is because they've not gone to the center of the circle. Like, if you're going to use the car, at least use it to get somewhere that you can do something with. But that's the edge of the circle. And there's someone on the edge of the circle. That's Shredder's team. And they and they get cleared for it.
He jumped down. I'm not really sure what happened. Jumped down, tried to go for a revive, and was just like completely exposed. Like got knocked from the exact same angle that his teammate was before.
Well, Shredder's team made sure that they were not going to get squared off this start. So they went the shipyards area and are playing this
Yep.
one very, very cautiously. And it's easy to watch a rotation when they're in a vehicle. I much prefer the Foot Falcon on this map. Less dangerous.
All right, Luna in the Science Center. I feel like I've said that 50 times tonight. Luna in the Science Center because it keeps happening. But I mean, they've got a great position, right? And they hear and they see all the eliminations happening over here, just like Team 4, clearing out this team on from the beach side, actually. Like
Now,
that,
just
and having the
quietly,
same fight.
Monica, I've had a look at the scoreboard here, and X Fate
Ooh.
is back. He's got 5 frags already. Daria's got 2. And MW184K has got 1. So the team up to 8 eliminations. But X Fate was very, very aggressive with that play. They're looking to finish with a bang. Shredder and Co. still outside the circle in the north section. And only really Quan Deadshot dead set center circle with squad number 1.
I'm liking it. I like, Fate and his team. They're like, this is the last game. We gotta go big or go home. So we're just gonna go for it. And you saw him zip line right into the face of WPG, and so just I mean, 5 teams left so far out of our starting 18 players up to live now. So we got okay. We've seen 3 different types of dodges so far, right, Bushka? But nothing beats the fusion,
We have
right?
no fusion. Just I think you'd call that what? A Sundance orange.
It's like
A
Halloween
slight
orange.
tinge. Yeah, I love it. Great call.
Very descriptive. Well, he's left his teammates in the dust. They quickly, I guess, hit a bamboo pole, right?
Yeah. One
Um,
of the strongest structures known to man.
he
Bamboo
valued
pole, that'll
it.
stop a Dodge Charger. Quan Deadshot and Co. are still dead set center circle. They are in the mayor's office, but there's a lot of people rotating in. Luna and Co. still in Science Center, waiting and hoping and praying for rain that they're going to get a little bit of circle work. Daria looking to use that R98K.
All right, Luna just still in this this doorway, right? Still having it. This next rotate, they need to go and get further into the center of the circle. But Team 4, Daria, they are going to be holding him there, and he still has that 4 times on that K9, having those long distance shots.
Yeah, tough gig. The only time you get the 8X is in the that you really need is in the crate. You can get an 8X in the crate pretty readily, but without it on this map, it can be very, very difficult to make that Car 98 work. The 4X, not the favorite scope of most snipers.
Quan Deadshot, they parked all their cars in the garage. They parked 2 cars in a 1-car garage. And bang them all up and down. Quickly, Daria making the rotate down the hillside. So this might open the opportunity for Luna and her team to vacate from Science Center and get more into the circle.
I think X Fate and Co decided that they would rather not contest this early. They're still well inside the circle. The Bulan Bay area there, along with the house that Quan Deadshot's team in, they are the 2 best areas. Everyone else is rotating in for 3rd place and 2nd place here. 3rd and 4th place.
Luna, big money spender. It's not a dodge, but she's gonna make her way up the hillside. I mean, they can't this late in the game, right? 11 minutes past. They can't just bomb it into the center, right? So I like how they're kind of bunny hopping onto the hills and trying to get that information of where these teams are at. Better safe than sorry. There's nobody behind them, but they're gonna just make sure they clear it out before they come closer.
Yeah, they're surfing the edge of the blue, which is the way to do it. If you don't have center circle, you run the edges and you let the map. Oh, Bella, don't rotate in the Dodge Charger. I can't say it enough times. Late game rotations in those cars on this map is very, very rough. Oh, Shredder.
Oh, she did get him. The last shot
Got
behind
him.
the rock, and she does get the knock.
Absolutely superb work. Unfortunate there. Ooh, was that a knock? That was a big hit.
It was almost.
Okay, not lit. Good work, good cover. Giving them a chance to get Shred back on track, get him back in the game. carry the captain, my captain, through to what could be an exciting finish. Still 5 teams left as we circle down to the west coast, actually. We're on the west coast here. This is the most non-centric circle we've had.
Definitely is. We got, I was gonna say 3 seconds, but it's come over now this time. This is our second 4x K9 that I've seen in the match. Emran watching for, so we might have a K9 versus K9 shoot off going on here because it's Daria
Love to see
against
it.
Emran.
Love to see it. You can see just an edge of the arm there. No good shots though. Nothing sensational. Everyone's got a good position here, and it's actually making it tough for Luna's squad to rotate. This is going to be a tough rotation. They're going to have to compound crash, I think, because there's no hard cover inside that circle. Who do you think they hit? Quan Deadshot's team or down into the beach?
I think they have more information on Quad Deadshot's team, so they might come over to them just because they have a little bit more information of where they're all spread out, how many players they have going on there, rather than blindly sending it into the center.
Well, they are doing exactly that. They've not crashed, but they are going a little bit in the grass around Quan Deadshot's team, just taking their time. This goes to show that's why I don't win any chocolate rations in these events, because I'd be a little too aggressive. Yano going down.
All right, Shutter being super aggressive, running out into the open, down the hill, behind a tree. Luna up above, seeing team number 2 in the distance, having the angles here. Yahiko, though, bites the dust, and all of a sudden it's only going to be kill shot left alive from team number 5.
Yeah, look at Shredder. He was just feeling nervous. He'd been alive for 9-10 minutes, didn't know what to do with himself, felt unnatural environment.
This is all unfamiliar territory over here.
Yeah, I love how Luna and Co, they got to the backside of that compound, and they're actually using squad number 1 somewhat as cover. Bunny Senpai back on his feet. Yano getting healthy, getting with the world as they are making a late rotation. The house again is dead set center of the circle, and OK Not Lit is out in the middle of the blue doing heal strats. He's got 5 med kits and is just going to see if he can outlast everyone.
All right, Luna won her last grenade. Maybe cooking a little bit too long, though. Tosses it right inside the living room. Doesn't do really any damage at all. The flashbang comes out, throws it in the living room, trying to get the information of where exactly they're at, but the visuals don't give them any clue.
Oh, that was such a sneaky spot from Six.
That was a great spot.
Oh, beautiful third person there, but X-Fate ducking into the corner just in time. It's going off like a frog in a sock. Hammer and Tong inside that building. Luna's only got Bunny Senpai left, and they're holding form at the back here, Monica.
Ooh,
Luna down.
That was going to be Daria. Made a huge wrap around the hillside and finds her out while she was super low. So it's going to be Bunny Senpai holding it down. And I don't think it is quite enough this time, as actually Team 1 comes in and trying to third party.
Yeah, they are. X-Fate is going absolutely ham up there. You can see him in the kill feed. It's just like an X-Fate exhibition. And that is X-Fate's squad. 2 teams left, 4 remaining. But it's going to be a 3v1. And it is all about X-Fate. He's absolutely ripped this one. We expected to see it a little bit earlier. He's got 9 eliminations, and this should be number 10.
I think X-Fate saw Luna getting all the hype from us and said, no, I got to get some glory for myself. Zero crashing with the GBS wasn't enough. Gets shot out through the doorway, and it's going to be a new winner this time. Fate and his teammates with 15 eliminations. Yeah, 15 eliminations.
Yeah, 15 eliminations. Yeah, we knew he had it in him. Absolutely gorgeous work. Wonderful stuff. I really admired the way Luna did work her squad into that one. They were on the backside and they made a good aggressive push, but I think they just unfortunately came up a little bit empty. You can't win every single game. You can't get 20 bombs every single game, but they certainly pushed it and gave us a very, very good finish to what has been an excellent event, Monica.
I would be interested to see if we didn't have that kind of quick break between the 3rd and 4th game. Do you think Luna's team would have just continued the momentum skyrocketing? We would see a 30 bomb or something come out?
Yeah, the big mo.
We'll never know.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll never know. Let's roll the replay. Let's have a look at a match highlight right about now. Talk me through it, Monica.
All right, Luna tossing the grenade inside. Yeah, this was the breach of the compound to clear it on out before they did find their demise, and then it was Team 4 to come up and try to take the fight against Team 1.
Yeah, look, there was a very sneaky spot on the kitchen counter here on the left that Six Scope had, and he nearly came up trumps with it. And I think it got everyone into the one room in the middle, and that's when things went badly. When they kind of got third-partied at the exact right time. And this is the mayhem and chaos of PUBG Mobile. You've got to love it, and Nusa provides it.
I think Luna here, she had a little bit more health. She could have done something, but Daria had a really great rotation around the hillside to find her, and she had no idea that he was there. Super sneaky, and was able to eliminate their hot, strongest striker from the team.
Yeah, lovely envelopment. We're going to have the scores soon. Look, I'd be very surprised. It's going to be Luna's squad number 3, number 1, and
sure?
Daylight second. Yeah, I think it's a fair bet. I'll bet all the money in my pockets right now that Team Luna has come away tickety-boo on that front. That was a really good event. I enjoyed that, Monica. The Nusa gameplay.
I think it's always really fun to take these new modes that PUBG Mobile comes out and then making it, putting a little extra, cherry on top with all the UC and everything, but pitting these players against each other and like just taking it up a whole new level and just showcasing every feature that is possible on the map.
Yeah, a hell of a time was had by all in that one. I do enjoy that. It's great to watch as a player. It must be nerve-wracking because the third party is constant. It's even more third party than Livik on this map.
Yeah, we saw, with the map so small, right? 1 kilometer by 1 kilometer. It's just like I said at the very beginning, you could run from one edge of the island to the other in 3 minutes. So the rotations are fast. You hear the shots pretty close by. It's a quick, walk around the other side of the hill, and then you're right there in prime position in third party and get some eliminations yourself.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a hell of a map in terms of engagements. There's constant rotation issues. You've got to make good decision after good decision. I do think that you can see squad number 3, they were calmer about the way they rotated. There was a moment there where I was like, they need to crush that compound. That's the only compound. And they didn't. They just went to the edge. As you said, they bunny hopped just to the edge and let it develop a little bit. They were very unlucky there that squad number 4 enveloped so well, but they were aggressive squad number 4. I liked it.
Yeah, definitely, taking the safer bet where maybe it would be a better rotation to crash on where like Fate went right down in there. That was in the center of the circle, but they had no visuals, no information of where there was at. They could have had all the teams up above in, on those cliff sides shooting down at them. So they decided to go a little bit safer, even though it wasn't really the best spot in the circle.
Yeah.
They had, at least half the information to take kind of a more level fight.
Yeah, I would have loved to have seen a beach finish. I haven't seen one yet, even playing with a beach finish on this map. It always seems to go center, which is, I figure that's probably obvious, but it would have been great fun.
I think it's because the circle usually comes away from the water, and since this is such a small map, all surrounded by water, there's only really, like a small pinpoint area of land that can really house the final circle.
Yeah, the loot's good. I wouldn't mind seeing maybe a 6 scope, but again, it probably doesn't fit the meta. Having 3s and 4s is very good, and there are a lot of sniper rifles available. You can use the slug shotgun. We saw that used a little bit, the NS2000. There is the real issue with that. When you ADS in, its rate of fire slows down so much that if you're in that mid-range where you'd normally CQC with an S12K or a DBS or something, and you ADS, then that rate of fire slowing down, it kills you. It means it's very tough to run as a primary.
I think this is definitely different. It's hard to grasp because it's different from every other gun, right? Any other gun you'd use CQC or hipfire, like it's kind of the same, right? So this one, you might just automatically ADS and forget and like you try to spray it down, and it's not going to work. And Bushka, we didn't get to see it, but I wanted to see more of the cavern. The cave that was, it kind of looks like the cave from Sandhawk, right? And there's only 3 ways to get in it. The big hole, obviously, from the sky. There's a little kind of submarine parked in the waterway there. And the third way was that big tunnel that came in from Buchan Beach to get all the way in there, get some really good loot.
Yeah, I'd love to see that too. That would be a hell of a place to have a final circle.
Final circle.
A lot of stuff we didn't see on this map, considering how small it is. That's crackers. Like, there's so many spots we really didn't get to see the circle hit. I'd love to see more stuff in the shipyards as well. I've had a lot of gunfights up there. It's actually a really fun place to fight. Angles everywhere, buildings everywhere. Just, there's so many little parts of the map. The details, terrific. I think we've got a result on the final placings. Is that right? Okay, so they're reviewing it and they can say Luna definitely finished first. Well done.
I mean, no surprise, right? Like, this team won 3 out of the 5 matches, had how many was in that third one? 21 eliminations, I think, and then Luna had 14 of them, something like that.
And they were just going faster and faster at the end. It was, they could have sat back and let everyone kill themselves on the way in and fight. They were like, no. Hungry hippos. Let's get stuck into it. Yeah, they were definite winners and deservedly so. Second and third, though, is going to be different because X-Fate and Co, they really poured it on in the last couple of matches.
It's going to be really close. So second and third, still kind of reviewing the scores, will be announced later to the winners. But remember, first place, everyone on Luna's team is going to get 10,000 UC. I feel like Luna does it a little bit more than that, though, because she definitely carried her team with all the eliminations.
I don't know if they'd be happy to see Yano's probably sitting there still bitter about the grenade from DMM that robbed them of that win in match number 4. Absolutely. All right, so I think that's all from us, Monica. What a wonderful event. Thank you so much for casting. I really enjoyed it. Thanks for having us, PUBG Mobile, and thanks to the players for doing so well. Anything to add there, madam?
I can't wait for the next one, but definitely thank you guys for watching, and thanks for playing this awesome new mode.
That's right, and say goodbye to the beard. It'll be gone by the time we hit the next one.
Oh,
Happy
darn.
days, boys and girls.